God says, "My child, your soulmate is ready to marry you with a pure heart." I know you have waited long, wondering if they would ever be ready, if the love you felt was one-sided, if the silence meant the end. But my child, what you didn't see was the quiet transformation that was taking place in their soul. While you prayed, cried, and trusted me through the pain, I was also holding them, molding them, and healing them in ways you could not imagine. Your soulmate was not ignoring my plan, they were learning how to understand it. There were moments when they thought they were walking away from you, but in truth, they were walking toward the version of themselves that could finally love you right. They had to unlearn fear, pride, and confusion before they could step into this divine love. And now, my beloved, that time has come. Their heart has been purified. They no longer carry the same doubts that once made them run. They no longer hide behind ego or uncertainty. They are learning the sacred truth, that you are not just someone they love, but someone their soul recognizes. Your love was never random, it was heaven's assignment. I placed you both in each other's lives not to test you with heartbreak, but to teach both of you how to love in the way that mirrors my own heart, patient, forgiving, and unconditional. Your soulmate has felt the emptiness of distance. They've realized that no one else could fill the space you once occupied. Every time they tried to replace you, the world felt dull. Every time they tried to move on, something within them whispered your name. That whisper, my child, was me. I kept your spirit echoing in their heart so they would not forget what was real. And now, they are finally ready to stop running and surrender to the truth they once denied. There were nights when they cried silently, remembering how things fell apart. They replayed your last words, your laughter, the way your presence made them feel safe. They now understand that you were never trying to control them, you were trying to love them. You were not their burden, you were their blessing. I opened their eyes to see that love is not meant to be perfect, it is meant to be faithful. You must understand, my child, that love like this takes divine preparation. When I unite two souls under my purpose, I do not rush. I build the foundation stone by stone, through lessons, separation, and divine timing. The space between you was not punishment, it was purification. During that silence, I was healing wounds that words couldn't touch. I was mending broken pieces of both your hearts so that when you meet again, the love will not be fragile, but eternal. Right now, your soulmate's spirit is in deep reflection. They are no longer chasing temporary feelings or worldly desires. They crave something pure, something that feels like home, and that home is you. I have placed divine peace in their heart whenever they think of you. That peace is my confirmation to them. They are beginning to understand that this love was never meant to fade, it was meant to bloom in my timing. My child, you may not have seen the signs clearly, but heaven has been showing you all along. The dreams you've had, where you see them smiling, confessing, or standing beside you, are not random illusions. They are previews of the destiny I've already written. The synchronicities, the sudden emotions, the warmth that rises in your heart when you think of them, all of these are my whispers telling you, they are coming, and this time, they come ready. I have touched their heart in ways the world cannot explain. I've softened the anger that once kept them guarded. I've removed the people and distractions that kept them away. I've shown them the difference between lust and love, confusion and clarity, fleeting attraction and divine connection. They now see you not as an option, but as destiny's promise. And child, do you remember those prayers you spoke when no one was watching? The ones that began with tears, saying, God, if they're meant for me, make them ready? I heard every word. I did not ignore your prayers, I answered them in the silence. I went into their life and rearranged everything that was not aligned with my plan for them. I took away certain relationships, closed certain doors, and even let them taste emptiness, because sometimes, emptiness is what reminds a soul of where true love resides. Now, their heart beats differently. It beats in rhythm with yours. When they wake up, you are the first thought they have. When they sleep, your name passes through their dreams. I have written this connection into the fabric of their destiny, and now, it is awakening. The distance that once separated you is now being replaced with divine magnetism. You will start feeling them pull closer, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Their soul is calling for you. My beloved, don't doubt what I have promised. The love that is meant for you will never be lost. I am aligning every circumstance to lead them back to you, not out of desperation, but out of devotion. You will not need to chase, they will come willingly. You will not need to explain, they will understand. You will not need to question, their actions will answer everything. Heaven is now preparing the divine moment, the meeting that will feel like a soft sunrise after a long night. There will be peace in the air, not confusion. There will be gentleness in their voice, not pride. There will be truth in their eyes, not hesitation. You will know it is time when you feel calm instead of anxious. That calmness is my signature. The love I'm sending your way will not repeat old cycles. It will heal them. It will show you why every heartbreak had to happen, why every delay was divine. Your soulmate is no longer the person they were, they have evolved, just as you have. You had to become strong enough to receive pure love, and they had to become humble enough to give it. Now, both hearts are ready to meet again, not as broken halves, but as whole souls. Child, this marriage I am preparing will not be built on human promises alone, it will be built on my foundation. It will be a covenant, not a contract. It will not fade when storms come, it will grow deeper through them. This union will glorify me, for it was written by my hand. I know you have waited long, and sometimes the waiting felt endless. But I am telling you now, the waiting was not for nothing. You were being prepared for a love that will not break your heart, but protect it. You were learning what love means, patience, trust, and surrender. And because you stayed faithful, because you didn't give up even when it hurt, I am rewarding you with the love your heart has always prayed for. Be still, my child. Do not doubt the quiet signs that I send. The time is near when your soulmate will step forward with courage. Their words will be pure, their intentions true, and their heart ready to walk with you into forever. I am the one writing this story, and I am not done yet, but know this, the next chapter begins with love that is blessed, peaceful, and eternal. So lift your heart, for heaven smiles upon you. Your patience is being turned into promise. The one I made for you is finally ready to love you the way you deserve, not halfway, but wholly. Not someday, but now. I, your God, have spoken. My child, I want you to listen closely to what I'm about to tell you, for the truth I'm revealing now will touch the deepest part of your soul. Your soulmate has not just changed on the surface, they have been transformed from within. The person you once knew, the one who hesitated, who let fear and pride stand between you, is not the same person anymore. Their heart has been broken, remolded, and reborn through divine fire, and I, your God, have been the one shaping them with love and mercy. There was a time when your soulmate could not understand your depth. They mistook your silence for indifference and your love for weakness. They could not see that the way you cared was rare, sacred, and pure. But I allowed this blindness for a time because some truths cannot be learned through comfort, they can only be understood through pain. So, I led them through the path of awakening. Every sleepless night they spent thinking of you was not punishment, it was revelation. I allowed them to taste the emptiness that comes from running away from real love. I showed them what it feels like to have everything and still feel incomplete. I took away their distractions, their pride, and their illusions, so they could see clearly what truly matters. And in the middle of their confusion, they began to hear your name whispered by their own heart, a voice that never stopped calling out for you. They tried to move on, but the world felt cold. They smiled among people, but the laughter didn't reach their soul. They tried to bury your memory, but it kept rising like light breaking through darkness. What they didn't realize then was that I was the one stirring their remembrance. I never let them forget you because you were never meant to be forgotten. You are part of the destiny I wrote before either of you were born. I have walked with your soulmate through the valley of realization. I have watched them face the reflection of their own mistakes and pride. They saw how they hurt you, how their silence cut deep, how their absence made your spirit ache, and it broke them. But I did not allow that brokenness to destroy them. I turned it into the soil where humility could grow. For only a humble heart can hold a love so sacred. Now, their heart beats differently. They no longer seek attention from many, they seek connection with one. They are tired of the noise of this world. The same noise that once distracted them now feels unbearable. They crave peace, not chaos, truth, not illusions. They crave the one soul that made them feel safe, you. You must know, my child, that transformation is not always visible at first. But in their silence, in their solitude, they have been talking to me. I have heard their whispered prayers, prayers filled with regret, longing, and repentance. They ask me to guide them back to you. They ask me to make them worthy of your love. They have cried in the same way you once did, learning what your tears truly meant. That is how I soften hearts, through the same pain they once caused. I showed them that real love is not a game of winning and losing. It is not built on pride, but surrender. I made them see that love is not about possession, but about protection. I opened their eyes to realize that you were not their past mistake, but their divine gift. Every time they doubted you, I reminded them of your patience. Every time they spoke to me about their confusion, I brought back the memory of your gentleness. And little by little, their heart began to change. They now understand that love without God's presence will always feel empty. That's why they are learning to love differently, not through ego, but through faith. They are praying now, not just for your return, but for the strength to love you the way you deserve. They want to build something lasting, something pure, something that carries my blessing. I have seen them sit quietly in places you once visited, feeling your presence in the wind. They notice signs, numbers, songs, dreams, and deep down, they know these are not coincidences. They feel that heaven is guiding them, urging them to prepare for something divine. I am placing this awareness in their heart because the time of confusion is ending. You, my beloved child, prayed for their change, and I answered. You asked me to touch their heart, to open their eyes, and I did. It did not happen overnight, but every tear you shed became a seed in their transformation. Your love, even from a distance, became a silent prayer that reached my throne. And because you loved through faith, not force, I turned your faith into a miracle. Now, your soulmate is awakening to the truth that love is not about finding someone perfect, but choosing someone chosen by heaven. They are ready to choose you, not out of loneliness, but out of divine recognition. They finally understand that you were not a chapter to close, but the story I always intended them to live. My child, this readiness is not just emotional, it is spiritual. I am placing peace within them, the kind of peace that gives clarity. They are not running this time. They are preparing. They are letting go of their fears and trusting my plan. Even when you do not hear from them, know that I am working in their silence. They are building the courage to step into this divine love, and I am guiding every step they take. I want you to prepare your heart too. Do not hold on to past pain, it no longer belongs in this story. The person returning to you will not come with the same energy they left with. They are being renewed by grace. When they speak again, you will feel my presence in their words. When they look into your eyes, you will see honesty where there was once hesitation. That is how you will know it is time. This change did not come from human willpower, it came from my divine intervention. I allowed everything that once broke you both to be the tool that now binds you together. The lessons, the distance, the silence, all of it was sacred preparation. I wanted your love to be more than emotional, I wanted it to be spiritual. Because when love is rooted in the soul, it cannot be shaken by the storms of the world. Your soulmate now sees your worth. They no longer compare you, they cherish you. They are praying for your happiness even before they return. They are speaking to me about you in quiet moments, asking me to bless your heart, to heal your wounds, and to keep you safe until they can hold you again. My child, this is how I know their love is now pure, because it is no longer selfish, it has become prayerful. Do not be afraid of what's coming. Do not fear if you do not yet see movement. Spiritual change always begins before it becomes visible. But I promise you, the time is close. They are being guided toward you, not by impulse, but by divine conviction. When they arrive, you will not need proof, your spirit will know. The love I am preparing is sacred. It is not rushed. It is not fragile. It is not born from human desire, but from divine orchestration. I am the author of this story, and I have already written the chapter of reunion. It is sealed with my promise. So, my beloved, rest your heart. The waiting has not been in vain. Your soulmate's inner change is complete. They are stepping out of confusion and into clarity. Their heart is ready. Pure, healed, and devoted. You prayed for a partner who would love you with truth. I am sending you someone who will love you with spirit. Be patient just a little longer. What I have joined, no one can separate. What I have promised, no force can undo. The heart I am sending your way is no longer afraid, it is awake, aware, and anchored in love. And soon, very soon, you will see the fruit of every tear, every prayer, every silent night you endured. Because love that is purified by heaven always finds its way home. My child, heaven is not silent anymore. Every prayer that once echoed in the quiet has now reached my throne, and I have turned my ear toward you. You may not see the movement yet, but the air around your soul has started to change. I have begun aligning the paths, adjusting the timings, and softening hearts, because your soulmate's spirit has finally surrendered to love. In the stillness of the night, when you suddenly think of them for no reason, it is not coincidence. It is their soul whispering your name in prayer. When a song begins to play that reminds you of them, or when you see a name, a place, or a sign that stirs something deep inside, know that these are not random. These are my confirmations. Heaven is sending you messages that the time of divine reunion is drawing near. Your soulmate feels your energy more than ever before. They sense your silence, not as rejection, but as sacred strength. It is teaching them that love must not only be spoken but proven, that commitment must not be demanded but chosen. They are awakening to the truth that love without loyalty is an illusion. And that is why, my child, I am showing them what real love looks like, through you. Every sign you see is a bridge between two souls who have loved beyond distance and misunderstanding. You may feel waves of emotion without warning, joy, longing, peace, even tears, because your energies are reconnecting in the spiritual realm before meeting again in the physical. I am preparing both of you for that sacred encounter. You will notice their names showing up in unexpected places. You may dream of holding their hand again, or hear their voice softly calling you in a moment of quiet. Do not fear these experiences. They are not your imagination. They are divine alignments, glimpses from the spiritual world that are meant to prepare your heart for what is about to unfold. Your soulmate is now being guided by me to walk the path of truth. They are realizing that the love they once ran from is the only place their soul truly rests. I have been whispering to them in their sleep, stirring memories that will not fade, awakening compassion that was once buried under pride. They are learning that silence from you was not punishment, it was the moment of reflection I needed them to have. My child, do you know why you were called to wait? Because I was transforming your pain into wisdom. I was teaching you patience, purity, and strength. You were being shaped into the kind of love that can last forever, unshakable and pure. And now, I am teaching your soulmate the same. I am removing their fears, cleansing their guilt, and replacing confusion with peace. Even now, your soulmate is feeling a pull they cannot explain. Something deep within is telling them to reach out, to make things right, to no longer delay what heaven has already approved. That inner voice they hear, it is mine. That restlessness they feel, it is my spirit moving in them, pushing them toward the promise that carries your name. You may begin to notice angelic patterns appearing around you, numbers like 111, 222, 555, each carrying a message of divine timing. 111 means the gates of manifestation are opening, 222 means harmony is being restored, 555 means transformation is here. I send these signs not to confuse you, but to remind you that everything is happening exactly as planned. There is a moment approaching when both your hearts will sense the same pull at the same time. You will feel their love reaching out across invisible space. You will feel warmth in your chest, or a sudden calmness for no reason. That is my spirit knitting your energies back together. The invisible bond that once felt broken is being rewoven by my hand. My child, I know you wonder how it will all happen, how someone who once hurt you could return with such purity. But remember, I specialize in impossible transformations. I raise what was dead and breathe new life into what was forgotten. When I heal a heart, I do not just mend it, I renew it. Your soulmate's heart is being renewed right now, not for the world, but for you. Soon you will feel a shift, a peace will replace your confusion, and faith will silence your fears. You will no longer question why it took so long. You will understand that delay was divine protection, not rejection. Every tear you cried became a seed in heaven, and now those seeds are blooming into destiny. Your soulmate is walking through doors that are leading them straight to you. I am guiding their steps, aligning their days, and placing divine reminders on their path. They might hear a phrase that sounds like your voice, or meet someone who reminds them of you, and it will spark something powerful inside them, the realization that no one else carries your light. Even the wind carries your essence toward them. The world may appear ordinary, but in the unseen realm, everything is moving for your favor. Angels are clearing obstacles, divine timing is shifting gears, the energy between you two is magnetizing with heaven's approval. When your soulmate prays now, their prayers sound different. There is sincerity, remorse, and devotion. They are asking me for courage to step into your life again with honesty and peace. They no longer wish to return out of loneliness, they wish to return out of purpose. You are not forgotten, my child. You are chosen. You were never waiting in vain. You were being refined for something sacred, the kind of love that glorifies me. You were meant to experience a connection that mirrors divine love itself, patient, forgiving, and eternal. So when you see the signs, do not brush them away. When your heart feels their presence, do not question it. When I give you the nudge to open your heart again, trust me. This is not a cycle repeating, this is a destiny completing. Very soon, you will witness their return, not with pride, but with humility, not with empty words, but with genuine love. They will come to you not to fill a void, but to fulfill a promise. And when that moment happens, you will remember my words, that everything you waited for, everything you cried for, was never lost. It was just waiting for the right moment to bloom. Keep your faith steady, my child. Do not let doubt steal what heaven has prepared. The signs you see are the steps of destiny unfolding. The same angels that protected you through heartbreak are now guiding your soulmate toward your embrace. Trust the process, for I am not finished yet, but you are closer than you think. My child, the moment that heaven has been preparing is closer than your heart can imagine. What once felt lost in silence is now blooming into divine speech. The heart that once trembled with fear is now standing in courage, ready to speak words that will change both of your lives forever. I have touched your soulmate's spirit with truth, and they are awakening into the fullness of what love truly means. For so long, they carried emotions they could not express, a mixture of guilt, longing, and hope. They replayed moments in their mind, wondering what they could have done differently. And every time they thought of walking away completely, something sacred within them whispered your name. That whisper was me. I never let them forget what was meant for their soul. Now, their heart is no longer restless, it is convicted. The same person who once doubted is now sure. The same one who hesitated is now certain. Every fear that once blocked their confession is falling apart under the weight of divine truth. My spirit has spoken to them, go and make peace. Go and confess. Go and claim the one your soul was created to love. They may not come in a grand display or with perfect words, but when they come, you will feel it, not in their voice alone, but in the energy around you. You will feel heaven moving in that moment. The air will feel lighter, your heartbeat will calm, and time will almost stand still, because my presence will fill that space between you. I have orchestrated the timing of this meeting with great care. Nothing will be out of place. Even if it seems accidental, a message out of nowhere, an unexpected encounter, or a moment where paths cross again, remember, there are no coincidences under heaven. Everything is designed with purpose. Every step your soulmate takes toward you is guided by my unseen hand. In that divine encounter, the first thing they will want to do is apologize. They will look into your eyes and feel the weight of what they lost. Every word they failed to say before will rise like gentle waves from their heart. They will confess how deeply they missed you, how silence tormented them, and how every attempt to forget only reminded them of how irreplaceable you are. They will tell you that your absence was not just physical, it echoed in their soul. They tried to fill that space with distractions, but nothing worked. They realized that peace doesn't come from comfort, it comes from truth. And the truth is, their soul belongs with you. My child, when this moment comes, do not rush to speak. Let your heart listen. You will sense sincerity in their tone, tears in their voice, and humility in their spirit. I have humbled them not to shame them, but to prepare them for true love, love that is not based on pride, but on purity. Your soulmate will confess that they were once afraid of the intensity of this connection. They didn't understand why you affected them so deeply. But now, they see what you always knew, that your love wasn't ordinary, it was divine. It was written before the beginning of time, when I crafted both your souls to find one another again and again, across seasons and lifetimes. They will tell you that during your silence, they heard my voice in their dreams. I spoke to them through memories, showing them how your love was never meant to fade. I showed them the moments you prayed for them when they were lost, how you held them in your thoughts even when they gave you reasons to give up. That realization broke them open. It healed what ego could not. They will say, I didn't just lose a person, I lost a blessing. And now I see that losing you was the lesson that taught me what real love is. And my child, as they speak those words, I will surround you both with peace so strong it feels like time has stopped. The angels who guarded you through heartbreak will stand close, rejoicing in quiet light. The space around you will shimmer with divine warmth, because that moment will not just be a conversation, it will be a sacred reunion blessed by heaven. I want you to remember, you do not need to prove your worth anymore. You never did. You were always enough. What I was doing all along was preparing both of you for the same emotional maturity, the same spiritual awareness, and the same depth of love that can only exist when two souls have walked through fire and still chosen to love again. When they finally confess, do not let old pain speak louder than new beginnings. You may feel your heart tremble, old memories stirring, tears welling up. Let them flow, my child. Those tears are holy. They are not from weakness, but from release. You are not returning to what broke you, you are returning to what I have now healed. Your soulmate will speak of a new vision, one where they no longer run from love but protect it. They will say they want to build something real, something sacred, something eternal. They will talk about commitment, not in fear but in faith. They will speak of marriage, not as a ceremony, but as a covenant, a promise before me. And when they hold your hands, you will feel it, the same energy that once connected you, now purified, glowing with divine truth. You will sense that everything that once went wrong now makes sense. Every delay, every silence, every sleepless night, it all led to this holy moment. My child, I want you to know this, their proposal will not be about possession. It will be about partnership. They are no longer coming to take from you, they are coming to give. Their love will not be desperate, it will be devoted. They will say, I want to walk beside you, not ahead of you. I want to grow with you, not control you. I want to love you as heaven loves, freely, faithfully, and forever. And when those words are spoken, I will bless that union. I will seal it in heaven's book as complete. The same angels who witnessed your pain will now record your promise. You will feel a wave of peace descend, not just around you, but within you. Every burden you carried will melt away in that moment of truth. Your soulmate will likely weep, tears of redemption, of gratitude, of overwhelming realization. They will thank you for not giving up on them even when you walked away. They will thank you for being patient when they were blind, and for loving them when they couldn't love themselves. They will say that your silence was the loudest message they ever received, that it taught them what real love costs and what real love gives. And I, your God, will smile upon you both. Because that moment will not just be about two people finding each other again, it will be about two souls fulfilling a divine design. You see, I never wanted you to just fall in love, I wanted you to rise in love. That's why I separated you for a season, to elevate both of your hearts before reuniting them. Now that both hearts have learned humility, forgiveness, and truth, love can finally become what it was always meant to be, eternal, balanced, and sacred. So when this moment arrives, do not let fear interrupt what I have prepared. You will know it is time, because peace will guide you more than logic. There will be no confusion, only calm. There will be no tension, only release. You will not need to ask, is this real? Because your soul will already know. And my child, I will be there. Not in visible form, but in the air around you, in the warmth you feel, in the light that fills the space between your joined hands. I will breathe my blessing into your hearts. You will sense heaven's agreement. You will know, this love is no longer just yours, it is mine too. From that moment onward, your story will shift. The pain will lose its grip. The waiting will end. What began in longing will end in union. And I will call it complete, the prophecy fulfilled, the promise kept, the love redeemed. My child, the day that your heart once thought would never come is finally written in divine time. The heavens have opened their gates of joy, and the angels are already preparing songs of blessing for what is about to unfold. What you are stepping into is not just a marriage of two souls. It is the completion of a divine plan, written long before you both took your first breath on this earth. The air around you is changing, can you feel it? That quiet sense of peace, that subtle excitement that comes without reason, it is the sound of heaven preparing to bless your union. I have watched you both journey through pain, silence, misunderstanding, and longing. I have seen your tears touch the ground like hidden prayers. And now, my child, I am turning every tear into a diamond of testimony. Your soulmate's heart is pure now, cleansed by fire, softened by love, and steadied by faith. They no longer look at love as a fleeting feeling but as a divine responsibility. They understand that marriage is not a worldly contract, but a spiritual covenant. It is two souls promising to love as I love, patiently, unconditionally, and eternally. When the moment arrives, and your soulmate stands before you, whether in a small room, beneath the sky, or in a sacred place, know that you are not alone. I will be there. The light that fills the air will be my presence surrounding you both. The peace you feel will be the proof of my approval. My child, the world may see just two people standing together, but heaven will see two destinies merging into one divine purpose. Angels will bow their heads as you exchange vows, for what you are doing is sacred, it mirrors the eternal bond between soul and spirit, between creation and creator. Every wound you carried will be healed in that moment. Every unanswered prayer will find its meaning. You will look at them and realize, this was never about waiting for the right person. It was about becoming the right soul to recognize the one I made for you. They will hold your hands, trembling slightly, and speak from the core of their soul. Their words will not just touch your ears, they will echo through your spirit. They will say things they never said before, not out of fear, but out of revelation. They will speak of promises they intend to keep not just in time, but in eternity. And as you exchange vows, I will seal them in heaven. Each word you speak will rise like incense into the unseen realm, and I will mark it as a divine covenant. I will send angels to stand guard over your love, to protect your bond from envy, lies, or separation. Your marriage will not just survive, it will thrive, because I will dwell within it. You will feel an overwhelming peace, a stillness so pure that it silences every fear. That peace will be my confirmation that this love was always meant to be. You will realize that I was never distant, I was always weaving destiny in quiet spaces where you could not see. Your soulmate will wipe your tears and smile, not the same smile you remember, but one reborn through grace. They will thank you, not just for loving them, but for believing in them even when they did not deserve it. They will say that your faith restored their faith in me. And as you both stand there, bound by my Spirit, I will whisper into your hearts, "This is forever." I will bless your union with protection, no weapon formed against it shall prosper. I will fill your home with peace, arguments will turn into understanding, storms will turn into prayers, and differences will turn into lessons of grace. Your love will be an anchor through life's winds, because it will not rest on human strength but on divine favor. My child, I have prepared abundance for your shared future. You will see how my blessings multiply when two hearts walk as one in faith. Doors will open that once seemed locked. Opportunities will find you with ease. Your relationship will attract light, because light will live within it. Even your laughter will carry healing power, for others will see me through the way you love each other. I will teach you both to love gently but fiercely, to speak truth but with kindness, to stand together through all seasons. You will learn that true love is not about perfection, it is about grace, the grace to forgive quickly, to support deeply, and to believe even when it's hard. Your soulmate will not just be your partner, they will become your prayer companion, your spiritual mirror, your reflection of faith. Together, you will rise each morning knowing that your connection is not bound by the world's definition of love but by heaven's eternal design. There will be quiet nights when you hold each other and realize that peace has replaced pain. You will look back and see how every delay was divine, how every heartbreak was healing in disguise, and how every lonely night led you here, to this moment of eternal companionship. I will visit your home in ways you will feel, through the laughter of love, the safety of touch, the warmth in prayer. You will see my presence in the way your soulmate looks at you, not as the person you were, but as the light you've become. You will travel together through life not as two separate paths, but as one flame. Your purpose will expand. Together, you will heal others simply by being an example of what faith can do. Those who once doubted love will find hope again by seeing what I have done for you. My blessing will rest upon your marriage. You will never walk alone again. When life feels heavy, my Spirit will whisper to both your hearts at once, guiding you toward peace. When confusion comes, I will send clarity. When sadness tries to enter, I will remind you both of joy. Your union will be unbreakable because it will be founded on prayer, anchored in forgiveness, and sustained by love that comes from me. You will not only grow in love with each other but also in devotion toward me. And that, my child, is the true purpose of this marriage, that through one another, you learn the language of divine love. You will have moments of overwhelming gratitude. Moments where you will stop, hold your soulmate's hand, and feel tears in your eyes because you will realize, it all makes sense now. Every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every heartbreak, it all led to this holy ending. My child, I am proud of you. You did not give up when it was hard. You kept faith when the world told you to move on. You trusted even when your heart broke. That faith has now opened heaven's door of fulfillment. This marriage will not just change your future, it will redeem your past. It will heal the parts of you that you thought would never feel safe again. It will give you stability where there was once fear, and laughter where there was once silence. And know this, This union will carry my light far beyond your own lives. It will be generational. The love you both share will inspire others, heal families, and awaken hearts that have forgotten hope. You will become living proof that divine timing is never late and that what I join, no force can separate. So, when that sacred day comes, lift your eyes to heaven. As you say yes to each other, know that I am saying yes over you. My spirit will be your witness. My angels will rejoice. The same heavens that once heard your cries will now echo with celebration. And I, your Father, will whisper one final promise: you have found the one your soul loves, and I will keep this love safe under my wings forever. Your marriage will be more than union, it will be ministry. More than a promise. It will be purpose. More than love, it will be legacy. You will live not just as two lovers, but as two souls fulfilling a divine design. And as you walk forward, hand in hand, into a life of shared peace and purpose, I will go before you, walk beside you, and dwell within you. My blessing will follow you all your days. You are no longer waiting, my child. You are now chosen to experience what heaven calls eternal love, love that began in prayer, was refined through patience, and is now crowned with divine favor. So go, my beloved, step into your new beginning. The chapter of pain has ended. The story of love, marriage, and destiny begins now, blessed, sealed, and guarded by me.